camera did it again. It doesn't matter how I set it. It's going to flip on me every time if I schedule it. Don't ask me how it does that, but it does it every time. Every single time. Now, if I go ahead and set up the live and go live immediately, it doesn't flip. But when I schedule it in advance, I go through the same steps. I set it on horizontal, go through all the other steps, set it for what time I want it to be, and then I close it out. But then when I go back later to go live, it flips it on me and tells me I've got to rotate my screen. So stranger things have happened, y'all. Looks like we got 6 waiting. I got 1 in the chat. Good evening, April. How are you doing? Well, it's not evening for you. It's afternoon, I'm sure, but you sent some pictures in my email. We'll be an hour late today. I'm trying to find April's emails that she said she sent. Oh, hey, Wilson and Laura. April said she'll be about an hour late, but she sent me some pictures, and I'll show them later too. But there's her bananas growing. Whoops. Now, why did that flip on me? There's her papayas. That is full of papayas, y'all. And there's her banana trees. And it's got big clumps of bananas like here and down here. You probably can't see it unless you enlarge the picture quite a bit. But I see several big clumps of bananas in that. So y'all enlarge your picture so you can see the bananas. And I'll show them later as well. Picture doesn't come through too clear, does it? kind of got a glare on it. I don't know what to do about that. But you can see there's several clumps of bananas on that tree. And we'll show them again. Wilson's doing good. What's tonight's prize? Reverend Kelly. Hello, Reverend Kelly. How's it going? This is tonight's prize, Wilson. It's a brooch, and it will hold 2 pictures. It's a pin, you know, it's got a pin on the back, and you can wear it on your blouse. And you can put your own pictures in it. These pictures come out. I mean, you can pull them right out like that. And you can put your own children's picture in it, or grandchildren, or maybe a husband and wife. They can put their pictures in there. Who are they? I don't know who these people are. They're just pictures that came in the brooch when I got it. But it shows you that you can put your own pictures in. Yeah, it's 67 here right now. It's been raining all day off and on, pretty much. So I couldn't do anything in the yard, which might be a good thing. It forced me to rest. And I did get some house cleaning done. I started in my bedroom and worked my way into the kitchen. And I did vacuum the living room. I've dusted. I didn't make it to the in bedroom, though. But I got quite a bit done today because I knew I couldn't go outside and do anything in the yard. And I already had a couple of videos ready to go. So I didn't have to worry about posting today or in the morning. We got Janet in the house. Reverend Kelly Wilson, Laura C., Tamara Douglas, Gladys Pellegrino. Welcome, everybody. Not typical November weather here. And it's pretty typical here because usually we don't get our first really cold day till Halloween. And sometimes it's not even on Halloween, it's way later. And this year, those, it was warm Halloween and it didn't rain. And they predicted our first frost would be the 12th, but they've changed it. It's not going to be to sometime after the 12th. So this is the 7th. I've got 5 days to get out there and pick all my, I've got purple tomatoes, y'all. You know, those, oh, I can't think of the whole name of them, but they're purple tomatoes that I planted this year. I planted 3 pots of. I have got 3 of them that are ripening and they're turning purple. I was so excited when I saw it, and then I got another big one that hasn't started turning yet. My first purple tomatoes that I have ever, or Ponderosa pink, I don't know, but they're turning purple. They may turn pink before it's over with, I don't know. Atkinson tomatoes. Is that where you're from, Steve? Because one of my subscribers sent me the seed for these tomatoes. I think they were Ponderosa pink, but they're kind of turning purplish. I guess the more they ripen, the lighter the color will be. I don't know. Near Huntsville. I was wondering because Atkinson is my hometown in North Carolina. And when you said Atkinson tomatoes, I thought to myself, what? Well, my seeds didn't come from Atkinson. A lot of my seed came from Gurney's online. Some of them came from Amazon, Walmart. My subscribers sent me a lot of different seed. And my anonymous subscriber's the one that sent me those tomato seed, those Ponderosa Pink. So I can't wait to see what colors they're going to change before they're ripe. And I may have to pick them before they completely ripen. But if I do, they'll finish ripening on the counter, because they're already turning. Bred at Auburn, 1966. I'm not familiar with Auburn. I'm not familiar with that. My cousin lives in Lexington, Alabama. I know. It's not been good fishing this year. I only caught a couple of little ones. It's not like it used to be. And I've got to find out what's going on with the park, the state park where I went fishing off the pier. They had a sign up there for day use only. And most of the time you can camp there. You can camp overnight. You can fish overnight. So I don't know if that means you can't fish off the pier overnight or what the deal is. But I know somebody told me that for some reason they changed the rules lately and you can't even camp out there. I think they must have had some bad experiences, or it could be the snakes. Because like I said, that big sign was put up about the water snakes. And those water snakes are poisonous. It's a water moccasin or a cottonmouth, and they're deadly. And they put that sign right up in the center of the path as you get to the end of the path before you step on the concrete walk. That sign is right there, so you can't miss it. And that might be why they want people to just use it during the day, because there's snakes out and you can't see the snakes at night. That's why I left when I did, because I didn't want to run the risk of stepping on a water moccasin or a cottonmouth. Laura said, me and my kids carved pumpkins and I planted some seeds and now they are growing in my kitchen. Well, good for you. I don't like snakes either, Jana. Snakes are not my friend. I don't like them. Well, good, Gladys. Well, some of the viewers said, well, go fishing. We don't care if you catch anything or not. We just like you being out there. So I took off and went. And I only got to stay out there for about an hour because it started getting dark. And I didn't want to risk stepping on no cottonmouth or water moccasin. Oh, those snakes stay alive even in the wintertime. They hibernate when it gets cold weather. And it's not that cold here yet. So they're out traveling around. They're not hibernating in their dens yet. Oh, I think Laura was talking about their pumpkins. Well, it's kind of late in the season to plant pumpkins, I think. I know when I planted mine the beginning of the summer, they burn up because it was too hot. So I'm not sure when. I've got to check on that and see when is the best time in Texas to plant pumpkins, because I've not had my pumpkins to do anything. They grow, they start blooming, and just about the time they'd start producing a pumpkin, the whole vine died. Yes, they do. They go in their dens in the cold weather, and they hibernate just like a bear does. You know, in the cold weather, you don't have to worry about bears being out because they're in their dens for the winter. Snakes are kind of like that. They go in their holes, their dens, and that's where they stay in cold weather. But as soon as it warms up, they're out and traveling. I don't know. I've never tried growing pumpkins in my house. They've got long vines that grow everywhere, so I don't know. You know, you'd have to have room for those vines to grow and spread out, just like a watermelon vine. So I don't know if it'd be a good idea to try to plant them in your house. You have a nephew living in Vander, North Carolina. Yeah, see, I'm not familiar with Vander either. I'm from Atkinson, which is a little town 20 miles from Wilmington, the port city, right on the coast, right along where Carolina Beach, Wrightsville Beach, Fort Caswell, that area is. And we actually lived, or I lived on Oak Island just before I moved to Texas. And I loved it there. I did not want to leave. I loved living on the ocean, the island. We were just 2 blocks from the beach itself, the beach strand. You did it for fun. Well, I'm sure the kids had fun with it too. And who knows, they might produce a pumpkin in the house. You keep those vines alive, they will. They get enough sun. They're growing fast. 15 miles from Fayetteville. Okay. I don't think I've ever been to Fayetteville, but I'm familiar with where Fayetteville is located. Yeah, just before I moved to Texas, my ex-husband worked for Fort Bragg. Okay. Fort Bragg is about um, maybe 90 miles from my hometown. Because I'd go into Wilmington sometimes, to go out to clubs and partying and stuff like that. And some of the Marines from Fort Bragg would be on leave for the weekend, so they'd be in Wilmington out at the different places partying. Now it's Fort Liberty. Yeah, I knew they were going to change the name. My cousin Shirley Woods lived in your town. She passed away last year. Oh my goodness, Shirley Woods did? How long did she live there? Your cousin spent 4 years in the Army. Sorry I can't stay tonight for the chat. I have a dye test on my eyes tomorrow, so see how they are doing after the 5 surgeries. Keep me in your thoughts and have a good night, everyone. Well, we'll be saying a prayer for you before we go to bed tonight, Laura. That everything turns out for you and you get good results. I'm doing great, Elaine. How are you? And there's Dennis. I didn't see Dennis come in. And I think I've read this quote or motivation quote before. It says, if you think you're living in hell, keep going. In other words, don't stop. Keep moving on. And pretty soon you'll be out of hell. But the one I was really going to read is this one. It says, believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. I was looking for April's pictures again. She sent me 2 pictures, one of papayas that are growing at her house and then her banana trees. This is her papayas, y'all. Look at those. Look at the size of those papayas. And this is her banana tree. And if you look real close, or you can enlarge the picture, you can see several clumps of bananas on that tree. Yeah, she said she'd be probably a little bit late. She's probably talking to her boyfriend. Yeah, it's a banana tree and a papaya tree. But those papayas were, I mean, they're huge. And there's Shelly Edwards. Welcome, Shelly. Latina Camila. Welcome. Lance is in the house. She lived there over 20 years. And see, I've been gone for like 40 years. So I didn't know her when she was there. She probably moved to Atkinson after I moved away. Because I moved away. I moved to Texas in 1978. My ex-husband was transferred out here with his job. And of course, we came with him and we got divorced about 6 or 7 years later. And I've been here ever since. So, you know, there's a lot of people that moved into town back home that I don't know. Elaine lives in Stockbridge, Georgia. Yeah, Laura Lee is a pretty name. No, I haven't heard from Connie. Maybe Gladys has heard from her. You're asking me, but I didn't see it. Let me go back and see. Well, I don't see where you're asking me a question, Gladys. I must have missed it. You said, Shelly, how you doing? But I don't see where you asked me a question. Says, no, I'm asking Linda, but she didn't see it. I don't know what you're asking me, Gladys. You'll have to ask me again. You not heard anything from Connie? Okay. You know, she came in to live that one time and let me know that I did get her she got the card that I sent her. But she hasn't been back in the live since, so I don't know. I've got something biting me. But yeah, this is the prize for tonight. It's a lady's pin. So it does have a pin on the back that you can put it on your shirt or your blouse or your coat. And you can take these pictures out and put family pictures in there. Like you can put a husband and wife, or if you got 2 kids, you can put kids in there. If you got grandchildren, you can put their pictures in there. I get a cup of coffee and have a break with you, and you got me hooked on that toast. Sorry, Johnny. Oh, okay, Gladys. Okay, Wilson, if you win, I can definitely send you some seeds. I got a bunch of pepper seeds up here drying right now. Look at all these pepper seeds drying. They're mixed pepper seed. Most of them are bell peppers, some are hot peppers. I've got pumpkin pie or pie pumpkin seeds that I dried. I've got a bunch of seeds. Yeah, Laura's up there where it's cold weather now. I think Canada has a lot colder weather than we do. You're a grandmother of 15? Well, you'd have to get an awfully small picture, two of them, to put part of them here and part of them here. If you had like a group picture of them, maybe two groups of your grandkids, and the picture was small enough you could put one in each side and put all 15 of them there. Shelly Edwards says she's been collecting her seeds. Yeah, I always collect mine. I guess I'm the worst over it. But I figure if it grows in my yard, I'm going to collect the seeds, because that way I'll know that that same thing should grow next year here. And I got up, I had a headache and it woke me up this morning. And it had not started raining yet. But I happened to step out to feed the cats, and I looked back at my greenhouse, and one whole side of the top was ripped off. I don't know how that happened, because it wasn't like that yesterday. But I said, oh no, I've got a lot of stuff in there, and I've got bags of mulch that I don't want to get rained on, because it'll just soak it. So thank goodness I had a tarp in the shed that I got out, and I covered it with a tarp, and I put stakes down around the greenhouse to tie it down to, so the wind won't blow the tarp off. And I've ordered a new cover for the greenhouse. I wanted to cover it with that paneling. You can get clear panels, like roofing panels. I don't know what they're called. There's some kind of plastic, or y'all know what I'm talking about. You can get green ones that shows some light through it. You can get clear ones that shows all the light through them, that you can put on like a patio roof. I was thinking about getting some of that and just building a frame around it and putting those panels on it. But then I said, well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the center of the top where the panels meet. It's got to have some type of a V-shaped thing to go over the top. You know what I'm talking about? But I've ordered another inexpensive top to go on it, and I've got it covered for now. So it rained all day, so at least I did get it covered with that tarp before it rained today. I collected, well, I got all the zinnia seeds I could collect yesterday. Some of them are not dry enough yet, but some of them were. And I got one whole envelope full of zinnia seeds. And they're mixed colors. I already had marigolds. And I've still got some blooming out there that I can get seeds off of as soon as they dry. Do you seal them? Do I seal what? Do I seal the seeds? I usually put them in a paper envelope, and you can seal it because the paper breathes and it'll keep the seeds dried, because they air out in the envelope. Or if they're completely dry, you can put them in a plastic bag, a little baggie, like a freezer bag. It's the oldie. Okay, boomer. Grandkid sweetheart, thank you. I have one on gold I received on Mother's Day last year. Well, if you win this, you'll have a pin that'll pin on your blouse or anywhere you want to put it. I have collecting to colleague's house this past week. Water plants and fed Kitty. Have kept her Kitty well fed, but not sure about outside plants. Yeah, all of my stuff in the garden except my greens are going to be gone with the first frost because it'll kill all the peppers, all the tomatoes. But I went through there yesterday and I tried to pick every pepper I could find. Bell peppers, hot peppers, you name it. And I do have another whole bowl over here. This is what I picked. I already used the other ones that I picked, and I even got my eggplants. I got 3 eggplants that I picked that I got to cook tomorrow, maybe. But I got me a pretty red bell pepper and some hot peppers. But I got another whole bowl full. And you know, I had like 3 of these bowls full that I made cowboy candy relish, and pepper relish with. And I picked these tomatoes too because they were ripe. I had a couple of Roma tomatoes, and I got okra. I picked all the okra, but I need to cook it before it gets hard. But I'm going to have to go back out there and go through every one of my plants and try to pick all my tomatoes pretty soon. Oh, welcome back, Mustang Sally. She sent me a message that, no, you're not still blocked. Evidently somebody unblocked you, or me putting you in as an approved user unblocked you, so... No, we see you. You're in the house. Yeah, I put you in as an approved user because I couldn't find where you were blocked at. So I said, well, the only thing I can do is put you in as approved user. That way you're there. You never know, Dennis. Wilson didn't think he'd ever win either, but he did. Shelly said, I got plenty of moonflower seed. See, I told you would. Just out of one plant, you'll have all the seeds you want. You can imagine how many seeds I got out here. Most of them have dropped on the ground in that rock garden, and there's going to be 1 million plants come up next year. Plus what's already growing, you know, because they're going to come back up from the roots. But I couldn't get back out there and do anything in that one today because it was raining. Plus, all the little logs and stuff I was trying to move was full of ants. So I had to go out there yesterday and just dust it good with ant granules and a lot of other stuff and kind of stir the ants up a little bit so they'd be out and crawling around so they'd hopefully get that poison. I thought one time of cutting the limbs that I could off of the tree that died in the middle and burning it. But I said if I do that, it's liable to burn up all my seeds and everything else in the ground and around the rock garden. And I don't want it to do that. Did everybody see what the prize for tonight's trivia game is? Or do I need to show it again? I'll be back. My kitties are yelling at me tuna time. Yeah, they'll show you who's boss, Mustang Sally. But there is the prize for tonight. It's a brooch or pin. You can put pictures in it. It will hold a picture on each side. So you can have a small group picture or individual pictures to put in there. We've been on for 34 minutes, and usually I wait for about 30 minutes and then we start playing. That gives everybody time to get in here. Okay, we're going to start out with a real easy one. Who is the queen of soul? Who is the queen of soul? Jana, Tamara, Dennis. Uncle BB, Lance, y'all, it's going too fast. I'm going to have to look at this one over here, I guess. You know, one thing I forgot to do is put it on live chat instead of top chat. I always do that. Oh my goodness. I got Jana, Tamara, Dennis, Donna, Tamara Douglas. Goodness gracious. And we got Kai in the house. Welcome, Kai. Our own style. That's a neat new one. But welcome, whoever. Key Sweatpants 3000's in the house. Hello. Yana. Elaine. We just started, Dennis. Ava 2345. Hello, would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? I have no idea. Got Lance, Daniel Smith. Hello, Daniel. Okay, now, guys, I realize that what a lot of you are doing, I think, is waiting until people put up answers and you know they're the right answer, and then you type in that answer and put it in there. Because I've been getting everybody typing in all down the row. And I can't take every single one of you every time because I know you're just copying the answers that you've already seen. Yeah, I realize that, Kai, which is not a good thing. That's kind of sly to get me to say something like that. Well, I've been taking the top four because of the lag in the computer. Because I know some people, when they type it in, they might be the first answer, but they're usually like the second or third that get in because of the computer lagging. So I might go with the first five, maybe. The first five right answers. But if there's other stuff coming up between it, the ones down below it, I'm not going to even accept. Because I know that's not a lag in the computer. They're waiting for the right answers to pop up. They're copying them and then they're submitting them. So we got to do something. I can't write every single person's name down every time. Janice says stick with the top four. Well, we can do that. Long as I just don't make some people mad. Okay, next question. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? My granddaughter could tell you that. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Okay, yes, it was SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that came up with the answer. In what movie did Al Pacino say hello to my little friend? I love that movie, especially when he said that. It was Scarface is the movie. And when he said that, I like to crack up. I can see him standing there right now holding that gun, and he said, say hello to my little friend. And there's Lauren Kelly. Hello, Lauren. How are you doing this evening? We need more cowbell was said on a skit from what show? We need more cowbell was said on a skit from what show? Okay, a lot of people, mostly everybody abbreviated, but that's okay. I know they meant Saturday Night Live. Uncle BB said, I married Joan. And Dennis is still on SpongeBob SquarePants. It was Saturday Night Live. We got Lauren Kelly in the house. Okay, what MTV show helped launch modern reality TV? What MTV show helped launch modern reality TV? I'm great, Nam. How are you? Okay, I got my people that got it right. It was The Real World. Well, good, Nam. I hope I'm somewhere close to pronouncing your name correctly. What TV network likes to slime people? What TV network likes to slime people? Whoa. I got to stop my chat. Okay, it was Nickelodeon. I got several people that had the right answer. Dennis says, have mercy, I'm slow. What band had a major hit with their 1986 album Brothers in Arms? He says, I'm going to watch your Southern breakfast video. Be right back. Nobody's got it yet. Black Crowes Creed. Nope. Definitely not the Wright brothers. This is 1986. That was back a few years ago, not Bee Gees. Okay, it was Dire Straits. Daniel Smith got it. Lance Smith. Kai. Kai, Lance. Daniel. And Lance. Okay, next question. Supertramp's biggest album was Breakfast in where? Breakfast in I've showed them twice already, April, but I'll show them again. Okay, I've already got that answer. It was Daniel Smith. It was America, Breakfast in America. So I'm going to go ahead and show her pictures again. For those of you that came in later and didn't see them. Those are big papayas, April. Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe the size of those papayas. And you got plenty of bananas on that tree too. There's her papayas, y'all. Look at the size of those things. And there's the bananas. If you can see those little groups of bananas that are in there, there's like, I see like about 3 bunches of bananas in there. There's probably more. But those little whiter blotches in that tree are bananas. It might be the volcano ash. Because there's a bunch of bananas right there. There's some up here, and there's some up there. You have to enlarge the picture to really see them. But she's got bananas, and she's got papayas. Make a watermelon. Well, I picked my last watermelon. There's my last little personal watermelon I picked. I need to cut it open and see if it's any good. I don't know if it got ripe or not. But I showed you earlier another great big bowl of peppers that I picked yesterday. My eggplant, and I got a whole big pan of okra that I need to cook. And I got 3 or 4 Roma tomatoes that are ripe that I picked. And I've got my Ponderosa Pink. I got 4 tomatoes that are turning, that are ripening. I can't wait to see what they look like fully ripe. But they're turning from green to like a purple. And then I guess maybe they lighten up to a pink after the purple. I don't know. Yeah, they look like ostrich. That watermelon does. It looks like an ostrich egg. Yeah, I got a big container full of okra, and I got that big green bowl full of peppers again. I picked every pepper I could find out there. And I need to go out there and do the same with the tomatoes, but I wanted to wait till the very last minute to pick the tomatoes because a lot of them are green. And I want to give them every day they can get to ripen before I pick them. But I'm going to have to pick them pretty soon because after they predicted that our first frost would be the 12th. Even though they've changed it now, it'll be closer to the 14th. But still, it would probably be a good idea to go ahead and pick them by the 12th or 13th at the latest. Dantum, what is this? Feet, 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 feet. What is this going on with all the feet? Right, Mustang Sally, sick 'em. Somebody time him out. He don't need to be cluttering up our live chat box with this kind of nonsense. He's put 3 or 4 messages in, and it's just feet, 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 feet. Goodness gracious. All right, everybody knows this one. You got to fill in the blanks. I'm a, he's a, she's a, we're a, wouldn't you like to be a, too? What word goes in the blanks of all that? I'm a blank, he's a blank, she's a blank, we're a blank, wouldn't you like to be a blank too? Yep, it's a pepper. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? What was Skipper's nickname for Gilligan in Gilligan's Island? And I never realized this. I can't say anymore, I'll give the name away. And you know, I never knew that. That was his nickname on Gilligan's Island. And I used to love to watch Gilligan's Island. And I never knew that his nickname was Little Buddy. I thought that was neat after I'd named the cat Little Buddy. Didn't have anything to do with Gilligan. That's okay, Jana. What popular TV show starred the Fonz? What popular TV show starred the Fonz? Happy Days. Exactly right. It was the Happy Days. Which movie starring John Travolta helped popularize disco music? I think this is my favorite movie that he was in. Daniel, I think you meant Saturday Night Fever, but you said Saturday Night Live. Hairspray. No, it was Saturday Night Fever. And I got like five people or more down for it, so it was Saturday Night Fever. Remember that it started out with that song, "Staying Alive, Staying Alive." I think I got you down, Dennis. You just watched the movie 2 nights ago. I've watched that movie probably 12 or 13 times or more. What horror movie caused people to faint and leave the theater in 1973? Camilla's theme song. Okay, we got some people with the right answers. We got Jana Jacob, Uncle BB, Dennis. No, not Dennis. Wilson. It was The Exorcist. Poltergeist. It wasn't the Poltergeist, it was Exorcist this time. What cultural icon starred in Rebel Without a Cause? What cultural icon starred in Rebel Without a Cause? James Dean. We got Mustang Sally, Daniel Smith, Lance Smith, Uncle BB, Jana Jacob, Dennis, no, not Dennis, Lauren James, Lauren Kelly. Wasn't John Wayne, Dennis. It was James Dean. Okay, this is true or false. So all you'll have to do is put a T or a F. Over half of all the boomers plan to work past age 65. True or false? Over half of all boomers plan to work past age 65. Okay, we got our people. We got Mustang Sally. We got Kai Ellis. We got Uncle BB. We got Janet Jacob. Jackie M. It was true, y'all. Mustang Sally says, I'm a boomer. And Lauren got it. Okay, this is A, B, or C. What year did the Civil Rights Act pass? A, 1952, B, 1981, or C, 1964? What year did the Civil Rights Act pass? A, 1952, B, 1981, C, 1964. Whoa, I got to stop my chat. It keeps going by too fast. It was C, 1964. It was C, 1964. That was 54. What are you talking about, 54? We got Caleb in the house. Welcome, Caleb. What does the acronym FOMO stand for? FOMO. What does the acronym FOMO stand for? FOMO. Remember, each one of those letters stands for a word. FOMO. It stands for fear of missing out. And we got several people that got it right. Fear of mangoes, obviously. Mustang Sally said she likes whole words. What popular Disney film are the Sanderson sisters in? What popular Disney film are the Sanderson sisters in? Okay, we got our four winners. It was Hocus Pocus. We got Mustang Sally, Janet Jacob, Kai Ellis, Lauren Kelly, and that was the ones that got it correctly. You just watched that movie too? They made fun of her and made her do all the chores, kind of like Cinderella. I don't think I've seen Hocus Pocus. I'm going to have to look that up and see what it's all about. Must be a pretty good movie. What movie asked, "Who you gonna call?" What movie asked, "Who you gonna call?" Toastbusters? I know what you meant. It was Ghostbusters. I know, I figured it was a typo, Jackie. Not gonna lie, it sounded like a Michael Myers song. Okay, John Travolta strutted down the streets of Brooklyn to what Bee Gees song? John Travolta strutted down the streets of Brooklyn to what Bee Gees song? Okay, you're right. It was Staying Alive. I can hear it playing in my head right now. Yeah, I guess we like our Travolta. In what movie does Clint Eastwood say, "Go ahead and make my day"? I watched that movie too. What happened to Yana? She got 1 point and I haven't seen her name since. People are copying my answers. I wouldn't doubt it. That's what I was saying earlier, that it seemed like some people will wait till answers start coming in, and then if they think it's the right answer, they'll copy it and post it. But, I mean, you can't help that, so. It was Dirty Harry, where Clint Eastwood said, go ahead and make my day. It was Dirty Harry. All right, this is a true or false. The mail used to be delivered twice a day. True or false? You can just put down a T or a F. I had to refresh my chat. It got frozen and it stopped. It was true. The mail did used to be delivered twice a day. They must not have had very much mail way back in the day to be able to get around and deliver it twice a day. I don't think they could do that today. In 1984, Michael Jackson and other popular artists recorded what song to raise money for Africa? In 1984, Michael Jackson and other popular artists recorded what song to raise money for Africa? Well, I'm only taking the first 4 or 5. I can't take everyone that's in the list because that's not right. Because all they have to do is wait and copy the previous one posted. It was "We Are the World." What musical group recorded the song "Papa Was a Rolling Stone"? What musical group recorded the song Papa Was a Rolling Stone? Sly? No, I don't know what. Not Bee Gees. Only one person got it right. Mustang Sally. It was the Temptations. Way to go, Mustang Sally. I got the Beatles, Sly and the Family Stone. I got Kiss, Old Country. Yeah, yeah, it was the Temptations, and Mustang Sally's the only one that got it. All right, this is another true or false. So all y'all have to do is put a T or a F. Boomers spend more time online than watching TV. Boomers spend more time online than watching TV. It is true, y'all. They spend more time online because they even watch movies online. They don't even have to go to the TV. And that's what I do a lot of times. I'll be here working on editing videos and different things. I'll get tired or I'll finally get finished with editing and I'll see a good movie pop up in the list and I'll start watching the movie right on my laptop here, sitting at the kitchen table, and I don't even turn my TV on. Neckbone McGrizzle, I am doing fine. How are you? But that answer was true. April says, I just watched Peanut Butter Falcon on Netflix. He says Neckbone's good. He's smoking a cigar. Thanks, Gladys. Peanut butter and jelly time, Dennis. What oldie song did Marty McFly sing at the dance in Back to the Future? And April's got to go do her chores. What oldie song did Marty McFly sing in the dance in Back to the Future? Nobody knows? It was Johnny Be Good. It was Johnny Be Good is what he sang. Okay, here's another oldie song, oldie question. What band recorded The Power of Love and Back in Time? What band recorded The Power of Love and Back in Time? No, it wasn't the Bee Gees. It was Huey Lewis and the News. Huey Lewis and the News. So we got quite a few people that got it right. We got another true-false question. The Woodstock Music Festival was held in Woodstock, New York. True or false? The Woodstock Musical Festival was held in Woodstock, New York. I got to stop this chat. I'm picking the winners out and I'm marking them before I tell you what the answer is. It was false, everybody. It was false. It was actually held in Bethel, New York. A lot of people make that mistake. They just think because it was the Woodstock Music Festival, naturally it took place in Woodstock, New York, but it didn't. It took place in Bethel, New York. Okay, who are the three members of the Jonas Brothers? All three of their names, first names only, is required. Who are the three members of the Jonas Brothers? Who are the three members of the Jonas Brothers? We got Grey's Anatomy in the house. It was Nick, Joe, and Kevin. Mustang Sally put Tom. What was it? Tom, Dick, and Harry. Nope, wasn't Tom, Dick, and Harry. It was Nick, Kevin, and Joe. But that's okay. What TV show's main characters are vampire brothers Stefan and Damien Salvatore? Was Vampire Diaries. Jana Jacob got it, and Grey's Anatomy fan. Way to go, guys. This is another true or false question here. Evel Knievel tried to jump the Grand Canyon in 1974. It was false. And a lot of you remembered. It was false. He actually tried to jump Smoke River Canyon, and he survived with minor injuries despite failing the stunt. What cartoon features Cartman, Kenny, Stan, and Kyle? What cartoon features Cartman, Kenny, Stan, and Kyle? Like done. Sparkle and shine. I don't know what you mean by that. It was South Park. Steve Wozniak, Ronald Wayne, and Steve Jobs are the founders of what company? Steve Wozniak, Ronald Wayne, and Steve Jobs are founders of what company? Macintosh. It was Apple, y'all. Jana, Lance, Mustang Sally, Wilson, and Daniel all got it right. Y'all to remember this one because I've asked it so many times before. And the name of it is actually, the answer is actually in the question. What popular disco nightclub was located at 254 West 54th Street in New York? What popular disco nightclub was located at 254 West 54th Street in New York? Oh, I got to stop my chat. It's going by so fast. It was Studio 54, not Club 54, not 254, not just 54. It was Studio 54. So we got quite a few of that got it. You remembered. All right, let's see if you remember this one. What is Jed Clampett's catchphrase in the Beverly Hillbillies? What is he famous for saying in that show? What is Jed Clampett's catchphrase in the Beverly Hillbillies? Well, I got two of you that said woo doggy. I guess that's close enough, but it was well doggy. Cheryl Raybon got it. Daniel got it because he did say well doggy. He didn't put the now in there, but he said well doggy. Jed is famous for saying well doggy in Beverly Hillbillies. What is that? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you're in the wrong show, Lance. It's a scrunchie. It's called a scrunchie. I got two people that got it right. What is this? And they're pretty popular right now. It's a drone. I took the first 5 people that got it right. It's a drone. And I have one flying over my house quite often. They haven't been flying over for the last couple of days. Who is this character? Pikachu or whatever. I can't say it, but Daniel got it, and Lance. Wasn't Pokemon or Pokemon. But Lance and Daniel got it. I can't pronounce the word, but what online platform has this symbol? It was Reddit. What logo is this used for? There's a name for it, not Wi-Fi, but what is the name for it, that logo? What is that logo for? Nobody got it yet. Way to go, Grey's Anatomy fan. Spotify was the answer. He's the only one that got it. Spotify. It is a music streaming service. You didn't hit send. Well, it come up. It came up. Who voices the donkey in Shrek? My internet keeps going off and coming back on. I don't know why it's doing that. Was Eddie Murphy, y'all. Yeah, they upgraded us to 4 and 5 gig or five. What is it? 4 or 5 megabyte? I don't know what the speed. They raised it, and ever since then, my internet is just as bad as it was before, if not worse, because it keeps dropping and it'll pick up back up immediately. Gigs. That's what I was trying to think of. Oh, my mind is gone. The faster the speed is supposed to be better so you don't drop your internet like that, but it gets worse because there's too many people on it. I think if you drop back to like 3 or 4 gig, it'd be faster because there's not as many people on the slower speed. That's how I get flounder with gigs. What social media platform allows you to have this filter? I got two with the right answer. Grey's Anatomy fan and Daniel Smith at Snapchat. Most of these are pictures. What is that popular app? What is that a logo for? And we got Brooklyn in the house. Hi, Brooklyn. It's TikTok, y'all. I got several people that got it. Grey's Anatomy, Wilson Todd, and Daniel Smith, Jana Jacob. Not Jack in the Box. It's TikTok. What happens on an iPhone 11 Plus, uh, or on an iPhone 11 Plus, what happens when you do this? You have that on the screen. No, don't have nothing to do with time. No, it's not a clock. I don't have an iPhone Plus, so I wouldn't have known that. I have an iPhone 11 Plus, and I don't know. When you see that on your screen, it will take a screenshot. That's what it says. It takes a screenshot. Dennis says, I still have a flip phone. I don't have an iPhone. I'm still using my A53 Android. I'm still learning about this thing. I know those iPhones will do everything but get up and walk for you. Takes you from ever to figure them out. At one of their concerts, which president did the Dixie Chicks say they were ashamed of? At one of their concerts, which president did the Dixie Chicks say they were ashamed of? It was Bush, George W. Bush. What does this icon mean? Bluetooth. Y'all got it. What does that mean? Yeah, but upload to where? You're uploading to a cloud. What band did Paul McCartney start in 1971 after the Beatles broke up? I'm fine, Nancy. How are you? Okay, that's all I can take. It was Wings. What 70s band sang Hotel California? It was the Eagles, y'all. Dick Clark is known for hosting what New Year's special? What New Year's special did Dick Clark host? It was the Rockin' Eve New Year's Eve show. New Year's Rockin' Eve. So several of you got it. What rock and roll legend full name is Richard Wayne Penniman? What is his stage name? What rock and roll legend's full name is Richard Wayne Penniman? Okay, I got the first four. Or the first five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was Little Richard. Well, I got Jackie, M, and Wilson too. I'll give them a point. What song was played when the TV channel signed off at the end of the day? I remember so well when they did that. I hated it because I wanted to stay up later on a Saturday night, and they signed off at midnight. Okay, we got Daniel Smith, Dennis, Cheryl, Lance, Mustang Sally. Let me get them marked. It takes me a minute to find everybody's name. I got such a list here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll give Jackie M a point. And we got Jan, and then we got Wilson. The national anthem is what they played. What year was the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster? $1986, y'all. Y'all getting tired? We've been playing for an hour and a half. We've been on live for 2 hours. Can you give the standing? Well, if I do that, then we're going to call it a night. Because then the ones that are like second or third will want to keep playing until they catch up. But we'll call it a night. It's okay. For trivia, I mean, we can stay and chat. But I got to tally it up. Let's see. Okay, here's the standing. Jana Jacob, 40. Tamara Douglas, 8. Dennis, 20. Donna Placedia, 6. Uncle BB, 15. Lance Smith, 32. Our Own Style got 4. Yana got 1. Elaine Malden got 2. Keith Sweatpants got 10. Laura C. got 1. Wilson Todd got 27. Daniel Smith, 30. Kai Ellis got 6. Lauren Kelly got 15. Mustang Sally got 20. Jackie M. got 11. Grey's Anatomy got 8. Cheryl Raybon got 10. So Jana Jacob is our winner. She wins our little pin that you can put pictures of family members or whoever you want to in the little hearts. I think that's just as cute as it can be. I got Jana's address. Let me make sure. But I think I do. Seemed like she won one time before or something. Gladys must not have been feeling well. She didn't even try tonight. Do I not have your address, Jana? I'm not seeing your address, but I mean, I may have it and I just am not looking at it. You do. I thought sure I did. I'll find it. There it goes, right there. Myrtle Beach is where she's at. So we'll get that out to you just as soon as I can get it to the post office. But did y'all have fun? Myrtle the turtle. Yeah, I thought it was a good game. Are you feeling okay, Gladys? Well, thank you for showing up to my trivia nights, Grey's Anatomy. Some people will leave when we start playing because they don't want to play trivia. I don't know if they think they don't know the answers or they just don't want to play or what. But I think it's a fun time. It gets your mind off of other stuff that you shouldn't be worried about. Yeah, I'm still worried about Patty C, because I sent her an email asking how she was, and she did not respond. You know, she sent me an email telling me that she was not in my lives because of the hurricane destruction it caused where she lives. And at the time, she didn't have internet because of all the damage. Plus, she was sick on top of it. So I don't know how bad the destruction was. You know, I don't know anything about it. I just know that's what she said in the email. And I sent her an email this past week asking her how she was, you know, how's the cleanup from the storm, you know, the hurricane and all that. But she's not replied yet. So, I mean, to be sure, she's got internet service now, but I don't know about the other destruction, you know. I don't know what kind of damage they may have had around their home or anything. Did I get the pictures you sent me, Wilson? Let me look. Yeah, you said you were going to send pictures of the ring, I think, on your girlfriend's finger. Let me bring my email up. Well, the picture didn't come out too good, but there's, I guess it's his girlfriend or it's Wilson holding the ring. So they did get the ring. He sent 3 pictures. Let me check the other picture and see what that is of. It might be the same one. Well, it's a little bit better picture, but they're holding the ring that they got. That Wilson won in trivia night last week. Yeah, the first and last one is the same picture, but this one is the best picture of it right there. Wilson was tickled to death over that, and he said his girlfriend was too, so I'm happy. Watch Beat It on YouTube. Dennis says, watch Beat It on YouTube. I'll have to check that out later. Yeah, Wilson was tickled to death that he won because he didn't think he was ever going to win. Oh, that was you holding it? Okay. Has your girlfriend got it now? Have you given it to her yet? I will give that pen to my mom, who is 85, for Christmas. Good deal, Jana. I know she'd like it. Especially if she's got your picture, or maybe, I don't know how many's in the family. You give it to, yeah, you've already given it to her? Okay. Yeah, this is the time of year to start thinking about Christmas. You know, I got to get things straightened up in the yard so I can start putting all my Christmas decorations out. I usually put them out, but I don't light them up yet. But I try to start getting them out in November because I've got so many things to put out. It takes me forever. And then it takes me a while to get them in, too, because I basically got to pull everything out of the shed to get to the Christmas decorations that are boxed up in totes to one side, because I can't get them out without moving everything. Dennis is asking Wilson, did she say yes? Wilson said, yep. Yeah, I know they're decorating already, but it's raining now, and I can't get out in the yard and finish what I was going to do out there to even start thinking about putting my Christmas stuff out. It's supposed to be rainy for several days, so I don't know. As long as I can get most of it up this month, I'll be happy. Yeah, just like the stores, they put up they took all of the Halloween stuff down in a heartbeat, and they've already got the Christmas stuff in place of it. Because they know people like to start shopping early to get some of the best stuff, because otherwise, if you wait till the last minute, a lot of the good stuff is sold out. Yeah, you can invite us to your wedding reception barbecue, Wilson. Oh, okay, Gladys. You have a good night. Yeah, good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite, and if they do, what was it? There was something else she said, and I've just forgot. It's good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Or sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. If they do, uh, hold them tight or something. That way tomorrow they won't bite or something like that. I forgot even who told me that, but I can't remember exactly how it goes. Squeeze them tight, and tomorrow they can't bite. I went to the doctor today to check on my broken leg. 8 weeks so far. Well, it isn't healed yet. He said, come back in 4 weeks. That's 3 months and this big foot. Oh my goodness. That's a long time, Anne. Goodness gracious. You poor thing, having to lug that big boot around for 3 months? Oh gosh. I've never had one of those things on. I've never had a cast. I mean, I split my arm from the joint here down, but they didn't put a cast on me because they said it wouldn't do any good. They put me in a body sling, where my arm was held to my stomach like this, so I couldn't move my shoulder or anything. But yeah, I never had to experience a cast or one of those big boots. Oh goodness. I can't imagine having to drag one of those things around all the day. Oh goodness gracious. It is long. No, I can't walk. Only 5 foot. No more. Oh gosh. Good gracious. Well, I'm sorry, Anne. I wish I could make it all go away. But we'll pray for you. Oh, your girlfriend told her dad in New York about the ring? Oh, I'm so sorry, Anne. She's in a wheelchair. I've had a broken arm and leg too, April said. It sounds like it, Anne. You've got too many problems for one person to have. That's too many things to have to deal with. Way too many things to have to deal with. Yeah, it sounds like it, Anne. You got too much to deal with. Yeah, that's all you can do is just keep your chin up and smile and keep going. You can't give up. There's no telling what Wilson is smoking for Christmas or for Thanksgiving. Yeah, you've had horses and accidents happen. You got that right. Well, we're going to say a prayer for Anne and everybody else that needs it, like Jackie Martinez. She sent me a real nice card. I've got it up here on the freezer with the rest of them. Up at the top, you can't really see it, but it's up there at the top. And all these other cards I've been getting from subscribers. But she's going through a lot too, Jackie is. So we need to remember her in prayer. We need to, for sure, remember Patty C. Because we don't know what her circumstances are right now. I don't know if that hurricane destroyed her house or what the damage was, but she said the destruction is what has kept her from being in our lives. Plus the fact that she was sick at the time she sent me the email. And we need to remember Connie, Gladys, everybody else that needs prayer. We've got many people in our live chat that subscribe to my channel that are in need of prayer, so we need to remember all of them. You notice whenever I say a quick prayer before I eat, a lot of times if I remember to do it, I say and bless and look after all the YouTube people that watch my channel and subscribe to my channel, because there's so many, I can't name each one individually. There's so many that need our prayer. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from Connie since she was in live the last time. So I don't know. And Gladys said she hasn't heard either. But she should be just about ready to go home, I think. Dennis said I had a pain in the neck wife. Oh my goodness. Yes, Texans love to smoke anything. Briskets, hams, whatever. Turkeys. I don't know what I'm going to fix. I don't think I'm going to do a whole turkey this year. I might just do a chicken or some kind of chicken with some dressing and cranberry sauce, and because I've still got that turkey carcass in my freezer I got to get out and make some soup with. I got a lot of stuff I got to cook up real quick. In the weeks coming up, I've got to start cooking because a lot of it needs to come out of the freezer. Yeah, I have turkey and dressing from last year that I haven't eaten yet. I've got to get it out and fix it. Let's play for seeds next week. Well, I don't know what the prize will be, but I'll tell you what. Whatever the prize will be, you'll get seeds, Wilson, if you win. You'll get the prize and I'll throw in some seeds. How's that? Does that sound okay? Well, I usually go to my son's house because they've got more room than I've got. I don't have room for all the family to come here to eat. I can only sit 4 people at my table and maybe one at the bar up here. And then you're all cramped up. But anyway, I've kept you for 2.5 hours. I think that's long enough for trivia night. So y'all have a blessed night. Pray for one another because everybody needs prayer. Yeah, and seeds are great to get. And Ann, you just take it easy. I mean, that's all you can do. Just keep your chin up. Look on the bright side. It's got to get better. And there goes April. Aloha. I love you all. Love you too, April. And we'll see you next live. Don't forget to watch my videos. I need the views on my videos. You know, that's my paycheck if you watch my videos. If people don't watch them, I don't get a paycheck. Mahola Nui Loa. Oh, I don't know what that means, but right back at you, April. Night, Jackie. Good night, April. Lance, Wilson, Jackie M, Ann Watson, Dennis, Lauren, everybody that was in chat. Y'all have a blessed night. We'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Love y'all.